Hi everyone and welcome. I'm gladly present you the first and the premiere of the Chronicle of Tricks and Tips for a Moab. This is a Moab that I've done with LdGnDaRyyyBaWs. My first tips will be, like you just saw it, I'll make a quick comeback and explain you better and why in a few seconds. Right there. Alright, so you see me running. I see the guy. I run. I see him ready to shoot. Run again, ready to shoot. Because I know he was there. It might seem a little dumb or stupid, but it will make a sense in a few seconds. I'll first gonna explain you about the pings. Most of you already know it, but pings controls every games. It's part of the connection. What it does, it's when you're turning around corner and you see someone, you see him like a fraction of a second before him. And if he turns around the corner, he will saw you a fraction of a second before you. So it's really important that when you're not ready to hide somewhere and there's a lot of corner in front of you and enemies can come from any direction, you better be ready to shoot them, because they already have the advantage of seeing you first. So when you should run is when you're not far a corner, and you gotta be ready to shoot soon as you turn it. That will gives you a big advantage, and you might think it's stupid like I say, but you will notice in a few practice games. I want you guys to practice a lot to make this really you do it without thinking about it. You will see it's not really hard. Me, I'm probably doing it a lot and I don't even think about it. It's just the tips that came in my mind. You won't really see me running on an open range, because if I do, I usually die like everyone, and if you do and someone's turning the corner, you will probably die, except if the person isn't very good or shoot around you, or you jump drop shot and doing everything to not die. But it's kind of better if you just simply like get ready to fire. That's why I like to do with Eagle, because you don't have to aim. It's another millisecond that gives you a little advantage. Of course, I cannot shoot them from a really far distance, but if they're close to me, it's almost like a striker, and I don't play with the striker because I think it's really too much overpowered. But I don't care when people use it. But I really think the Desert Eagle is powerful as it. So that's about it. I'll let you finish watching that quick video on the Moab with the Desert Eagle, and right after this I'll explain to you better what I mean by running just in front of a corner. So keep watching, folks. Okay, so you see the distance of the corner over there? It's about that distance that you should run and get ready to fire right after turning around. Why? Because you want to avoid getting backstabbed. There's a lot of spots that enemy can come from in your back, and it's almost always like that I'm running. So on an open range, I usually don't run. I'm always kind of get ready to shoot when they can come from a lot of place, except if there is a spot that I can hide for a second near me. In that case, I run a bit and get ready to fire again. You will see with a lot of practice, or maybe not a lot. I know there's many of you that already good at it, but you will see it will give to you a lot of advantage to not die. So now I'll get to another point. Okay, now I'll give you a little tips about the marathon perks. I see a lot of people using assassin with it, and you'll all agree with me that assassin is good for two things. First, the UAV, you're not getting seen by UAVs, and the second is they don't see your name when you got it pro. They don't see your name when they target you. So yes, it's really useful, but not with marathon, because marathon you will more be in movement than standing by. So if they don't see your name, it doesn't really matter. They will see you because you're moving. So the disadvantage if you don't have assassin will be the UAVs. But if you got like a javelin or a stinger to shut them out, and which also good for the choppers and the payload and everything that come from the air, you will lose that disadvantage of not having assassin. But you can also play with specialist. For Moab, you almost don't have the choice to play with specialist. It's not impossible to get it with assault or support, but it's easier for you to get it if you're playing with specialist. Also, if you're running a lot like me, Dead Silence would be a good choice, because the enemy won't see you coming, except those with sit rep pros, but they will see you like a bit less than they would expect to, so you might get them by surprise. Also, the silencer is a very good good to use if you want Moab, because you'll all agree with me that if you have to kill 24%, you will show yourself 23 times on the on the minimap if you don't have silencer, because you will shoot them. You don't have the choice if you want to kill them, and your dot will appear, and everyone might converge for you. So it will make it a lot much harder for you to get it, but it's not impossible. And that's about it. So I hope you liked it, the very first videos of mine, tricks and tips for Moab. My videos might not be as good as those who make a lot of like makeup to them, slow motion and everything, but I think you might learn a lot with me. And also I will organize challenges with prize, so that will be really interesting when there will be more subscribers. So I'll invite you to subscribe and to like it if you liked that video. And thanks for watching, and have a nice gaming, folks.